What if I said you were breathing incorrectly? Sounds ridiculous, right? I thought so too, until I read this book, which said that the correct way to breathe was only through your nose. So I wanted to see what would happen if you worked out while only breathing through your nose. Would you pass out from lack of oxygen? Would your heart rate be uncontrollable? Or would you unlock superhuman abilities? Well, I tested it out for 7 days, and let me just say, let me just start by saying, if you bring a camera into the gym, you'll get some weird looks. But if you put tape over your mouth while recording yourself doing strange exercises, you will get a lot of weird looks.
I thought my head was gonna explode on some of those exercises. It wasn't a super intense workout, but man, after some of my sets, I felt like my nose was just gonna start like gushing blood. Like it had that feeling of like iron in my mouth, and I could tell like my nose was getting super runny, and I was like, dude, I feel like I'm having a bloody nose right now. My nose felt like it was so clear, like after you just like blow your nose and it's just like you breathe in and the inside of your nose tingles. That's what it felt like 100% of the time. And I didn't drink any water because I didn't want to take the tape off my mouth. Not sure if that was a good idea. I'm curious to see how the data works out because I did like a little workout and I wanted to see how my heart rate was during it and how fast it was recovering, because like I've done nasal breathing only before during like running workouts, but never like forcing myself to only breathe through my nose for weightlifting. So that was something new. We got 6 days left, and I'm gonna be doing a ton of different exercises to see how it affects me. Oh.
Let's see what happens when we do our morning run with our mouth taped. I could not get enough oxygen. Like, I was like some of those times, and then I had to just like force myself to just be like, all right, just breathe nice and slowly and make sure, like, try and slow my heart rate down. But I'd do that for like a few seconds, and then I'd go back to, that was definitely hard. And it's starting to get cold outside again, so my nose, which is already running, was just like running. So I was like blowing snot out like every few minutes. It also impacted my running speed quite a bit. I was about like 30 to 40 seconds slower than usual. There were some parts where I was like, dude, I just, oh my gosh, I'm gonna like pass out if I push too hard. I just kind of stuck to the rhythm. Tried to focus on my breathing as much as I could, but it didn't work out very well.
Nasal breathing is said to help with things such as faster recovery, less muscle fatigue, better oxygen use, stronger immunity, eliminate asthma, and more. So to test this, I went to the gym to play some basketball and do some sprints. It does this by producing more nitric oxide, which allows your lungs and muscles to absorb more oxygen throughout your blood. But being that this is only the second day of trying this, I can't say for sure if I feel less muscle fatigue from yesterday, but let's see how fast we recover. Playing basketball by myself felt normal, mainly due to the fact that I could control how hard I pushed myself, but I wasn't tired or fatigued at all. Although it didn't give me superhuman strength to dunk that day, which is kind of a bummer. So, after about an hour of playing basketball, it was time to sprint and test recovery. Sprinting while only breathing through your nose isn't the most difficult thing, but trying to recover is a totally different story. Trying to recover while only breathing through your nose made me feel like my heartbeat was going to explode out of my chest, but only for 30 to 40 seconds. Because then after that, my heart rate would dramatically drop. It didn't feel like my body was getting enough oxygen, but that's actually where the first misconception of breathing correctly comes from. The urge to breathe more isn't to get more oxygen in, but rather to release more carbon dioxide out. But carbon dioxide plays an important role in breathing correctly, and for health and performance. CO2 helps deliver oxygen throughout your body, so getting rid of more of it will deprive your body of getting oxygen, thus resulting in that feeling of needing to breathe more to get more oxygen. So while it may seem extremely hard to fight recovering like this, I know that it's because my body just isn't used to it yet. So I'll need to keep pushing it so it becomes more comfortable, and this is known as CO2 tolerance, which built up over time will help your body use oxygen more efficiently. But one day of sprinting isn't going to magically fix that.
So I was kicked out of the YMCA today and told that I cannot record there anymore. They didn't let me finish my workout either. They escorted me out of the weight room.
So instead, I went to this new gym that allowed me to record my workouts, and today we're going to be testing strength. I started off with some power cleans, and by this day, I started to notice something a little nice. By taping my mouth, I felt more focused on my workout. I didn't talk to anybody, my thoughts weren't racing and distracting me. I just felt focused on the lift at hand and then recovering. And this is important to me because sometimes I'll be taking a break and I won't realize that 7 minutes have passed in between my sets. Or while I'm doing a lift, I'm actually more focused on it so that way I can perform it better. So maybe by taping my mouth, I am getting stronger in a way. So whether it's real or not, it works for me.
All right, we're at the gym today. We're gonna do like a little circuit of pull-ups, push-ups, core, as many rounds as we can, and then we gotta remember to do the neck training. Other than that, I don't know, I'll probably just do some random exercises. I just need to get like some weightlifting in today. I don't know what, just to like get that out of me. And just like that, workout in, and we feel so much better. Now to go walk 13,000 steps before the end of the day.
Man, I forgot how much I like working out alone in like my own little space where I can do whatever I want. I can set up the camera however way I want and not have like a bunch of people staring at me, not have like random music blaring around. I turn on a podcast talking about the effects of mouth breathing and how nasal breathing is better. So awesome. I got some links for you guys down below to go check out more if you guys want to learn more about nasal breathing and the huge amounts of benefits of it.
Then after that, I practiced on my kicks and I thought, why not try something a little different for day 6? Let's try sleeping with our mouths taped. I wanted to do this in the past, but I was always worried that I would suffocate myself in my sleep. But we had to try it at least once. To my surprise, it felt amazing. So much so that I ended up taping my mouth for the next few weeks while sleeping.
You know, I didn't sleep that long, but I feel like I slept well.
This video wasn't just about taping my mouth to see what would happen if I only breathed through my nose. It was something more important to me, questioning what we have always done or believed to be correct. In life, we rarely question the things we do instinctively. We rarely ask ourselves, is this how we should be doing what we've always done? Is this correct? For example, something as simple as breathing. No one taught you how to breathe. You just knew, so you never questioned if you were doing it right. But there are so many other things in life that we do but never question. I never thought to question how I breathe. I never thought to question how I ask something could change the outcome. I never thought to question what other instinctively things do I do that I'm not doing correctly. So what about you? What's something that you do instinctively, like breathing, that you might not realize you're doing it incorrectly?